I'm Betsy Fisher. I'm the U.S. Director at Talent Beyond Boundaries. In the U.S., we're focusing primarily on two goals. One is supporting refugees to relocate based on employment-based opportunities, and working with the U.S. government and other partners to change the immigration system to make it possible for refugees to relocate for opportunities for work. In the U.S., we've identified several industries with chronic labor shortages and are actively working with several employers to match candidates with the skills that those employers need. We're also working with the U.S. government to identify ways to make this solution accessible in practice. So oftentimes there are specific skill sets that are really challenging to fill, especially maybe in smaller towns or rural areas. There are many industries where there's huge amounts of growth, thinking about the green transition, for example. And we need to be training workers in the US to fill those roles, but we're not going to do that overnight. And we don't have sufficient workers in the US, even if all currently unemployed individuals moved into those areas. In many instances, it's that there aren't great local solutions. TBB has heard from its employers. Over 90% of employers globally have reported that they would hire again and that they would recommend the program to other employers. One of the biggest obstacles that we're facing is that the US immigration system is hopelessly broken and inadequate for the current needs of the economy, let alone, the dignity and humanity of the people in those processes. What we need from the US government is to address the barriers that make immigration so challenging for anyone, but also for refugees specifically. So we need to see more opportunities for refugees to relocate to the United States through refugee resettlement, through family-based immigration, and clearly through employment-based immigration. We also need to address some of the challenges that refugees often face, like the requirements to have a current passport. Many refugees aren't able to renew their passport or would face persecution if they approached the government to get a new travel document. In the US, we're looking both for legislative solutions to expand the opportunities for people to relocate for work, but also administrative solutions which the administration could implement at any point in time, such as making employment-based visas accessible to people who don't have current travel documents, which is often a requirement and a major barrier. It's one thing for me to argue that the US government should do something. It's much more powerful when my arguments are partnered with arguments from the private sector, articulating that they have needs, that this is a solution that would offer benefits to employers and to the United States, but also that there's a commitment to sharing and to creating opportunities for refugees to live in safety.